하나, 둘, 셋. 안녕하세요. 시초 Extravaganza입니다. 제 이름은 에리카입니다. 그리고 한국말 할 수 없습니다.
Hello, and my name is Shaheen, and the S in BTS stands for Shaheen. Today we have a special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Noah, and I need subtitles.
Don't we all, my friend, don't we all? So today's topic is going to be one that I am very the opposite of knowledgeable of. So therefore, Erica, please tag in and explain to the world what this is.
We're gonna talk about K-pop. Woo!
Yeah, Kuwait pop. Yeah.
Can you believe it, guys? I know more about Kuwait music than Shaheen. Oof, I'm coming for you. Anyways, if you don't know, K-pop stands for Korean pop, and it comes from South Korea, not North Korea.
Damn it, I love their indie music though.
North Korea's indie music?
Yeah, it's great.
I'm pretty sure it's not. Anyways, so just a little background for the people who don't know what K-pop is or how it started. It started in the 1980s, same time when like the other world, the Western world, had boy bands like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. K-pop or Koreans had Seo Taiji and the Boys. That was like the first categorized K-pop group. And then after that, and that was 1992. And then after that, it was just I don't want to say downward spiral because that's a bad thing, but it kind of just took off from there. So you had like HOT, Shinhwa, oh gosh, Baby Vox, I think. I don't know that many first gen K-pop groups, but they really made it into what it was, what it first started out to be. Then there is the second generation, which it gets iffy after the first generation. Second generation, people will argue on who's in it, but I guess one of the most notable ones is TVXQ. They are so big, and they're really big in Japan too. Currently now, they have more concerts in Japan than they do in Korea. Korean fans will beg them and ask them, like, when are you guys going to have a tour in Korea? Because they're always having concerts in like Japan. But you follow that, and then you get Big Bang. And Big Bang is probably one of the first groups to hit the global market. Their song Lies hit the most streams globally for the first time ever for K-pop music. I would say they really opened a door. Well, like, maybe not big, but like they creaked it open. And they have an award from the Europe MTV Awards. Not that that means anything because it's not America. But they have an award from there. And then you have girl groups like Wonder Girls and SNSD who traveled to America and perform on television. And yeah. And then here's the big fucking kick down the door, BTS. So in 2000, I want to say 17, they really hit the American market where everyone started to love them, and they just became super popular. And so when you hear K-pop, you imagine most people will be like, well, yeah, there's BTS. So that's a basic rundown of K-pop history.
Okay, now that you can close down Wikipedia, we could. I'm joking. You probably already know this shit.
Oh, can you see my screen?
No, yeah. Could you pass me the water earlier? So.
Yeah, here you go.
So stop doing that. So now that we have a quick rundown of what K-pop is, basically the short history of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna discuss how K-pop entered our lives, be it positive or like having a Jehovah's Witness knock at your door. So, should our esteemed guest Noah, would you like to share your experiences first?
Yeah.
Sure. The first time I was exposed to K-pop was through my cousin. I remember it vividly. It was 2013, and SNSD dropped their track "I Got a Boy" on like New Year's Day, and like that was the only thing I watched on YouTube until the semester started, and then it kind of died down through high school, and then it picked up again in like 2016, and yeah, so a lot of the stuff that I listen to is like late second generation, and then almost all of third generation K-pop, right?
Like, do you want to mention anything else? Like, what does K-pop kind of mean to you?
Oh, okay. So if you know me personally, or at least ridden in my car, the only thing that plays is K-pop. Yeah.
Yep.
And then a lot of other stuff that I have in my room. I guess I have posters of like one wall is Twice. The other wall is like anime, and then I don't know what to do with the other two walls. We'll get there eventually.
What's
But yeah.
happening here is Noah is downplaying how obsessed he is with K-pop. That's what he's doing right now.
Am I?
Yeah, he probably has like a whole collage, like from one end of the wall to the other of just Twice. Probably wakes up.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, see, he just down.
Walls 3 and 4. What to
just
do?
Seems very casual about his obsession, which is no judgment here.
Yeah, and Noah, have you been to any K-pop concerts as of yet?
Not yet.
Phew.
So we're
Not
going to the
yet.
Twice concert in July 17th. So like
3
2.5
weeks,
weeks from
bitch.
now.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
I know. I'm
We
ready.
gonna see
Good time.
Twice.
I'm gonna breathe the same air as Momo. I'm not worthy.
That's wild. Do you guys have? You already have your tickets, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you guys like on the closer end, on the further end, or where you at?
I think we're like
Our
in the
seats are
middle. Sort of
pretty
set.
pretty good.
Yeah, right. We're not
Is it-
floor level and we're not nosebleeds.
Yeah.
I prefer not the floor level, anyways.
Yeah.
You
It's
just-
kind of, I would say
Yeah.
it's kind of like the seats not me, but you try to aim for when you watch wrestling.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are good seats.
I can pull
And
it up.
pricing wise too, they were.
Yeah,
Oh
pretty
man, I
good.
was panicking.
but that means they can't sweat on you though.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I was
Do they
panicking.
sweat? I don't. I've seen their performances, like clips. I don't think I've ever seen them sweat. I don't know how they do it.
They probably get Botox injections to make them not.
Oh man.
But they have breaks in between sets. They do like 10-minute, or most groups in general, they do like 10-minute sets.
I don't
and then they
know,
have
man.
a
I see
break.
what's their names? BTS. They kind of sweat a lot.
No, I'm talking about the girls. I've seen BTS sweat a fucking river once, but
Yeah.
uh,
Maybe they
like,
don't
here's the
go
thing.
as hard.
maybe, or maybe the Botox thing. That sounds pretty realistic. I think idols are view. I don't know. They feel like they have to maintain a certain image.
Mm.
I heard it's a very stressful industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
not a
yeah,
far-fetched thing to say.
So I didn't throughout my 5 years in San Diego, I've masterfully not dodged, but not gotten into. Like, I don't know how it happened, because I've always had friends that when we went to karaoke, they would sing K-pop songs. But I was never like, I would sing the English parts, which is like 2 or 3 words. But I never got into it. And I think I also remember when Erica performed Twice's TT in karaoke once, like dance and all, like it was the whole goddamn. But that didn't even get me into Twice as much. Like, I don't know. Like, the songs are a bop. There's no denying that. And then Karina functions as the ideal Jehovah's Witness for BTS.
Oh my god, you're right.
Came to my house under my roof. She knocked on my door and said, "Would you like to hear about our Lord and Saviors?" And she would put a shit ton of BTS footage. It's not even just the performance.
Oh man.
In fact, it's mostly not performances.
Yeah.
We're talking like backstage. We're talking interviews. We're talking like funny, weird clips or whatever. And you know, they're entertaining. I'm not denying that. But man, that was a lot. She converted Yuna completely.
Oh man.
Like she probably got like commission from BTS.
I remember one time it was during summer, and then it was you, Albert, and Karina just sitting there watching TV, and like from the door you can't see what you guys are watching, and I'm just like, are you guys watching BTS? And I was right, and I'm like, oh my god, man, give them a break.
Yeah, no, full on Jehovah's Witness. We got a lot of exposure from there. BTS, like, okay, Karina drilled Fake Love in my head. And then when I remember this happened. This is how effective her work is eventually. I was in Hawaii for vacation.
Mhm.
And while I'm driving, American radio starts playing Fake Love, and instead of changing it, I kind of just turn it up a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like you know, it's kind of like it's not bad. So that's already in. It's in my head at this point. It successfully entered my brain. It also didn't help that during Ramadan you would show me very talented K-pop group.
Girls.
Oh yeah, her and Lizzie.
That's what I said.
Both did it that one like weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, Lizzie was
so I
there?
got to see a lot. Who?
Lizzie was there?
Yeah, she exposed Shaheen to 21.
Ah. I just remember the sexy dance videos.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. There's so much to like about K-pop.
Mm.
Like even from because I'm definitely a casual fan. But it's so easy to just enjoy it as your basic human instinct are asking you to enjoy it. It's bright lights, very good choreography, attractive people, and the song and the rhythm, even if you don't understand the lyrics, they're just a banger.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm mesmerized every time shit's on. And the funny thing is I never looked up any like K-pop song or whatever until I came back to Kuwait, and I had nothing to do, and I was on Instagram, and I went to the explore page, and usually my explore page is filled with like, I don't know, Dragon Ball and wrestling, two things that control my life. And then I saw one post from like Twice or something, and it's like a short video clip, and then they were playing, I think, TT. I'm like, I know that song. I heard that song before. So I'm like, oh, let me see the actual song. So I hear it. I'm like, this is good. It's good. So then I listen to it. I go to the next song. I'm like, it's kind of a bop. And then I realize What Is Love is probably my favorite song from them because that's a bippity bop. And then
it was an adventure.
The music videos are and I also enjoy movies. So the fact that What Is Love references a shit ton of movies is a good time.
Oh yeah.
By the time Yes or Yes came around, I felt like I was in the know with you guys because I came back and that's when it came out and everyone was dancing to it. And I was like, I understand. I'm one of the people. I listened to Itzy's song just because it's the same YouTube channel.
Oh.
So I know of them. I know their song was a banger too.
They're dropping an album, I think, by the end of the month.
I mean, I don't know what I only heard one song. I don't say much about them. And then who else? And then I remember when I was visiting again in November, I was on the couch or was it in the bath? I don't know. I was not paying attention to the TV and you were showing Yuna. Yeah, you were showing Yuna some K-pop. And I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was just minding my own damn business. And then one of the songs just fucking was ooh. I was like, ooh, what is this? This is good shit. And it was Day 6.
Day 6.
They were good. I like their style.
I love
it was
Day 6.
great.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So see, that's just proof that it doesn't even have to be the attractive people in the mesmerizing music videos. If the beat's a bop, you got me. I'm sold. But yeah, that's my minimal exposure to K-pop.
It seems like a lot though.
A lot because I'm surrounded by people that are way deeper in than I am. So
yeah,
if I like touch it, like ever since Noah found out that I like Twice too, he's been updating me with shit too on Snapchat. Like I get what's happening. You know what I mean?
know. I'm in the know.
Yeah, so it happens. See, you like if Karina knows about anything with me and BTS, I know she's gonna update me. Like she'll come take away, knock on my door, say, "Hey, have you heard about this song?" You know, she's gonna update me in person. But yeah, so that's my experience. It's a good time. It's a good genre. I don't hate it. It's I'm not that deep into it that I can appreciate it properly, but it's overall just a good time.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
My turn now?
Yeah.
Okay, so the year was 2010. Really, a long time ago.
Wow.
My friends in high school, we had an Asian club because there wasn't enough diversity to make like a Filipino club, a Japanese club. It was just
So APSA before APSA. Yeah.
it encompassed all 8 Asians at that school. Just kidding. There was definitely more. And a lot of them, a lot of them liked K-pop, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. And the first group I was ever introduced to was SHINee. And God, did I not like it, surprisingly.
Is it because it's shiny with 2 E's and no Y?
No, okay, so they had one song, Lucifer. Lucifer slapped, man. I was like, okay, I'm buying it. But then they showed me Ring Ding Dong, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Are you insulting the song, or is that the name of the song?
That's the name of the song. And I'm just
Okay.
like,
Ring
not...
ding 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 ding.
It's
That's
like
what
ring.
the fox says.
It's ring ding 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 ding. Yeah, no. It lost me. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna listen to K-pop. But then one day we were having a meeting about China, which is very interesting. And there's this group called Super Junior M, which stands for Mandarin. And they had this really like the song slapped. I'm like, okay, I'll invest. So later that day I looked up the song, listened to it, and then you know how YouTube does that like, oh, up next shit? Yeah, I did that. And then I encountered this group called Beast. And this truly, I mean it in a bad way, it was my spiral downwards. I became I wouldn't say so obsessed with K-pop, but I became obsessed with K-pop. Like, it was so good. Cured my depression, truly. And so I went through high school listening to K-pop, and like 2012, EXO debuted, and that just shot me so far up their assholes that I couldn't see anything else. It was just EXO in my mind. Like, I really do believe like I was a hardcore fan of EXO and was probably just as annoying about it as anyone who's like new to music. And so, yes. And then college came around. I took Korean in college, so that kind of mellowed out because I didn't want to be a Koreaboo. So I'm just like, I listened to it in my free time, even though it was constantly. And then it died down a lot when I went to Korea. Like it became like just pop music to me. So you would hear it everywhere. So it wasn't like something I needed to listen to on my free time. So it's weird, but when I was in Korea, I would start listening to American music again. And I started like listening to rap music more. It was strange. But I still like K-pop. And so coming back now, I feel like a veteran. Like I still appreciate K-pop. I still cry about it. I cry over BTS. I cry over Twice. There's pretty like I'm not as into it as I used to be because before I knew every rookie group. I was on it. I knew everyone who debuted. I could name every single group that had a song out. But now I feel like there's another group debuting and I don't know who they are anymore. And I don't really care. Some of them are good and I might invest my time looking into them, but I don't want to because I'm tired. That's my experience.
Yeah. Your shit's like debut is important and like first comebacks. And
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just whatever. Like, as much as I love it, at some point it kind of just sounds all the same to me. Not, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just there.
Too much of something could be overwhelming.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think what is happening, it's starting to turn into a global market. So more and more groups are trying to sound globalized. And I'm trying to not say Western because people will get meh about it. But, and like, that was the one thing I mentioned before Big Bang, is they had a very westernized sound. And that's why they made it as far as they did. And,
Yeah.
but for me, like, I never really liked Big Bang like that because of that. Like, I love their music, but it was just like, it took a while for me to appreciate it. Whereas, like, Twice, or I have to go older than that, like, I guess, like, 2013 EXO, like, those, before they had Western artists, making their music, that was more entertaining to me. But now that they're having, like, Western producers make some of their songs, it just, I don't know, it blurs the line, which is good, because, they're getting a bigger audience, but also not so good because it sounds generic in my mind.
Yeah, I heard that same issue with 1OK Rock, the Japanese rock band.
Mm-hmm.
I heard some people that loved them are not as big of fans now, aside from certain scandals. But I mean, like,
Oh, yeah.
because they're catering to a global audience,
Mm-hmm.
their songs are mostly in English, or their songs are, the usual
Yeah.
kind of American pop.
Yeah.
So it ruins it because that business is beating passion to an extent.
Yeah.
But that's the industry, I feel like, because
Yeah.
K-pop, they don't, like, I don't know much about the industry. Do they? They don't write their own songs, do they?
So
some
there's some groups that have the freedom to do that, and it's only a handful. The rest usually have other people write their songs. Like, I would say notably the groups that make their own music is Big Bang, 17, BTS, oh my god,
Day6.
SHINee, Day6. But like big groups.
Yeah.
And among the big groups, Big Bang, BTS, SHINee make their own music. So it's really not a lot. Most of them have
in
people.
most cases the company gives them the title track.
Yeah.
And then the sides, like, they can add one or two words.
Yeah.
And that's it.
But even like for a group like GOT7, they're really it's really weird how the CEO thinks, but they're so talented in every aspect, like singing and making music, right? But the CEO refuses, like, does not like one particular member. Like, he doesn't like his style of producing because he's like, this is too Americanized. Your fans aren't gonna like it. But it's so good. I'm like, I don't know. It kind of sucks because the industry does hold people back, because it is a market. Like, they do this for money, and they're not gonna do it for creative freedom, like, oh, because this is your passion and you love it. It's like, no, like, this song is what's gonna get us the most money, so you're gonna play it. And like, they're bound by these contracts, so it's not like they can say no. And that's like the rough part about it, but what can you do?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know their stories in terms of, because a lot of these people probably have a shit ton of passion in the industry, and they would like to create their own music, but they could really use the money.
Yeah, and then like how
I get passion would take a backseat.
Yeah, it's very different from how like the American industry works, where in the sense like you kind of work to get in the industry, and like, you kind of start as, I don't know how to describe it, but like there's a training process for Korean music, right? You start as a trainee, and then you could train for 10 years, because there's people who start when they're like 10, and then they debut at 20, so that means they were training for 10 years. Like, it's crazy. And then at least with the bigger companies, I think there's more leeway with creating your own music. But for like lower tier, like mid-tier industry people. Like they don't really want to give them the liberty to make their own music because, you know, they just want to go with what's trending and what's most likely going to make them popular. I think a good group, like, you know, to look at is Momoland.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to like 3 songs, what is it? Boom Boom, right?
Bam.
Bam.
Yeah, boom, boom, bam.
Like they're not even real words.
They're just comic book sounds.
Boom, bam, wham. Like, you know,
Whack.
and like
Swoosh.
if you listen to all of them, they all sound the fucking same. Because
But did you know that if you layered each song on top of each other, it shares a secret message?
Oh, I bet. It says K-pop is trash. Stop listening to it. And like it's just like their popularity is because I guess it's that concept of like, well, we did it right with this song, so let's do it right with the, like, you know, the rest. But
Yeah,
it just
So
sounds lame.
it's like Hollywood sequels.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it, I think. I'm like, ugh, man, don't even get me started on what idols aren't even allowed to do or what they have to do.
I heard they're not allowed to date. Is that real?
Yes, that's true. I mean, but like that's true in Japan too, you know? It's very weird, but yeah, there's dating bans. Girls specifically, they have to be less than 50 kilograms, regardless of height. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, you're really gonna have, I'm gonna mix my measuring systems. You're gonna have a 6'4" girl, or like not even 5'11" girl, that's 50 kilograms? Like, that's insane.
You have Andre the Giant.
I know, I messed up, okay?
Imagine Skinny Shaq.
Yeah,
you
dude.
just see a 2D person running around, like the size of a building, 2D.
I was watching this video today. I don't even know how it got recommended to me. I think Google knows what I'm doing. It was a video about K-pop, or like trying to become a K-pop idol as a foreigner. So she's from Japan and she wants to be a Korean idol. So there was a scene where the group of girls were all cheering because they weighed under 51 kilograms. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That's so strange. Like, some girl's like, I'm 49, and then she's like, I'm 50. I'm like, bitch, you guys are all underweight. And then one of the girls said, I probably eat 300 calories a day.
What the?
I mean, I'm like, that's my breakfast right there, man.
When I breathe, I inhale more calories.
Yeah, and then they say like, I can't afford to get sick or to skip out because, you know, like, and then so they had a evaluation to determine whether or not they can debut the next year or they have to train for one more year. And one of the judges, I'm like, I understand you need to be like constructive with criticism, but this girl deadass said, I'm not even looking about giving you another year to train. You should just leave. I'm like, fuck me, man. Shit. But
this is very emotionally abusive and physically.
It is a very emotionally abusive industry. And there is another person who was saying that he was a former K-pop idol, and he said, it may look good, but if you really want to become an idol, think twice about it. Because, twice. I want to know. Because, you know, they have...
I want to know, no, not to be abused.
They have to have these crazy diets. The girl, there was this group called Cran Pop, and she was saying that
Grandpa, what?
Cran Pop.
Did they just like throw words together and hope that it made sense?
It slapped. They had a song that made them like famous for like a minute, and she was explaining that they would have to wake up at 4 a.m. like be at the company at 4 a.m. and then get home at 12 a.m. Like, she got no sleep. Like, this is, it's just it's a shitty industry. I mean, I think all industries, when you really look at it, are terrible. But this is just something that people like, oh man, don't realize how much idols have to sacrifice. And imagine the ones that don't even become famous. They're enduring all of this, I hate to say it, for nothing. Especially when they can't create their own music.
Most of the time these kids are like middle school, high school as
Yeah.
well. So they don't have they give up their education.
They give up their
to
childhood.
have a chance. Yeah, to have a chance, not a guaranteed spot.
And then,
do you guys think that? I'm sorry, what?
No, go for it.
I was gonna say, do you guys think that if the industry, which I mean, it's very hard for an industry to change, but if the industry would kind of be more relaxed in those kind of rules, and although like maintains some form of strict training, still allows a lot of leeway, do you think that the end product would be as good and as popular as it is today? Like, you know how everyone compliments the choreography of K-pop or just the reach that it gets worldwide now. Do you think that this is the result of all that kind of abusive training, or do you think they would still get the same result if they kind of humanize people more?
I think, okay. Well, if you look at groups like BTS, for example, like I think they have it a lot more lax now because they've done it. Like they've made it from point A to point B. So if you look at them, because of the way they've been treated and the way their company treats them, I think they're okay. I take that back. Listen, BTS had to work so fucking hard to get where they are now. When they debuted, they non-stop toured for 3 years, constantly touring and recording music. Like, it's crazy how much these boys had to work. I just don't see these. I don't know. Because I think at some point it is the person having to dedicate so much of their time and efforts to being the best. But at the same time, I mean, I think the humanizing aspect will just like maybe 1 inch make it better. But I don't know.
What do you think, Noah?
I feel like even now, a lot of companies are starting to debut younger idols. Yeah.
I was surprised to see that ITZY had like 15-year-olds.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Next thing you know, there's a group of toddlers coming out next year.
But I
terrifying.
think their focus for that is if they can debut them young, and then there's like this 7-year, like, I forgot what they call it, but like most groups are either dead or like very lucky to be at the 7-year mark. And by then, like if you have a very young group, say like or like people that are younger than 20, like after they hit their 7-year mark, they're still going to be in their late 20s, and that's more for the company.
Yeah, still ripe.
Expose them. Like they'll just turn them into like an actress, solo artist, or something else. That still works for the company, and then they'll have a quote unquote mentor their younger group.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, the way I'm comparing, and Erica might kill me after this, but the only way I'm comparing, like to grasp the idea of the K-pop industry, is to compare it to the wrestling industry.
No, honestly, I have to be real with you. I think there's a lot of parallels. Like, I agree.
Because here's what I'm looking at. So let's say that Vince McMahon is the modern day K-pop like industry, the hard hitting, strict one. A lot of these wrestlers grow up dreaming of becoming a wrestler. They dedicate their time, their effort. Like some of them drop out of school. Some of them start training way too early. And I mean, it sucks when one of them fucking gets paralyzed at the age of 20. Paige is 20. I'm not getting to wrestling. I'm sorry. My point is, wrestlers who are in Vince McMahon's house of fun is they don't get health insurance. They're not compensated for their travels. They have to pay for all that shit by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, Saudi Arabia, they traveled there. They came back on the same day that they came back. They had a show in San Diego, or not San Diego, California. And there's no stop. But then you see companies like AEW, which is why I'm saying, like, would it change the end product? AEW, which is considered a better overall product, is a company that gives them more free time to relax and get better, gives them more screen time, and pays for their health insurance.
It's just,
So
it's such a
yeah.
grueling competition, though, because there's so many groups. It's just, because, you know, with WWE and AE, those are like, you know, I guess the biggest of the big, and I wouldn't say AEW is as big as WWE, but, you know, it's there.
Yeah.
There's, imagine like 20 AEWs and WWEs all competing with each other. So it's hard to go easy on people when the competition is so strict. And there's a lot of politics. That this is not a political podcast, but
Oh, we haven't said that in a while.
I know.
Wow.
Bring it back.
There's a lot of politics that go into like, you know, having a popular song. And it's kind of the same here in America, where like you promote it, your company promotes it for you. You know, like you hear commercials, it plays on the radio a lot. It's almost like the same thing for Korea, but there's an even dirtier side where, like, I would say not as successful companies, like, you know, like YG, JYP, or SM, they will solicit their idols or actresses for prostitution in order for them to score money, you know, to help them promote them. I'm like, I just think that's where it just gets really bad. And there was one girl who was pretty popular, but then it came out that she was part of like a prostitution deal and with her company, and she kind of like, her fame like disappeared because of it, because of people finding out what she was doing. And it was like, it wasn't by choice. Like, she was kind of forced into it. It was like, this was the only way you're going to make music. And there's stories here and there about it, but I don't want to, you know, make assumptions, but I think there's big government actions going on at play to not make it so notable. Like, not many people know about it, or like, you know, do anything about it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. What sucks for smaller companies too is, since they're not as big as quote unquote the big 3, and then other major companies in that, like, in that height. But the smaller companies have harder times to even get on shows.
Yeah.
And whatnot. Like so what Korea does differently than what the American music companies do is, like, they have these variety shows that, like, just imagine like a bunch of Ellen DeGeneres shows, but like across the board. And this is probably one of the reasons why idols get overworked, because they'll do like 3 or 4 different shoots within the same day from 4 a.m. to midnight. And yeah, and they're just doing all these extra things to get a little bit of viewership to hopefully be able to make their company grow up that ladder.
Yeah.
I bet they like the exposure, the desperation for the exposure that they're aiming for. Like, it's, how do you know how people work in the service industry, and they're forced to keep a smile. Like, you work in Jamba Juice, you gotta keep doing that when you're working the front desk or the cashier. How are you gonna do that all the time in front of fucking millions of people?
Oh man, you're trained.
How do you stay? Like, is there? I don't know much about the case. Again, this is where you guys come in. Like, is there a drug thing going on? Like, are they on drugs?
Oh,
like painkillers or anything? Like, they need something to.
I don't know.
Well, they have to care for their idols because that's their product. So
They care for their idols, but I hear they're killing them.
There's definitely some, like, they're like, oh, what's the word? They're like bringing them on the brink of death, but not quite there. Like,
so they can get the Zenkai boost. I get it.
So actually, like, what happens is a lot of the times idols will will become hospitalized for being overworked, and there's one girl, her name is Crystal from FX. She would
That's a stripper name.
Crystal?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
well, the non-stripper Crystal, she would have like fainting fits a lot because like they were just overworked, and she was from one of the big companies, and so like it's strange because like they'll be like, we give them 3 days off, and like they're like, okay, they're fixed, and they send them back out, and it's like 3 years of hard work isn't gonna be like, you know, isn't gonna just not go away.
Gonna be reset in 3 days.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really money first for these people.
And it sucks for the bigger groups too because they're expected to have yearly concerts or world tours on top of releasing new music.
Yeah.
Can I bring up a dark topic?
I mean, this whole shit is dark. Yeah, go for it.
No, I mean like even darker. Like, is there a notable suicide rate amongst idols or wannabe idols?
Wannabe idols, I'm not sure, but I would say this is better encompassed with celebrities as a whole, sports athletes, actors and actresses, and K-pop idols. But the most notable suicide is Kim Jong-hyun from SHINee.
Yeah, that was recent-ish, right?
Yeah, almost
a past few
year
years.
and a half, and it just hurt. Like, oh my god, it still hurts me like to think about it, but because the letter is sad too, because there was a cry for help. He was just like, I told you, and you said it's just like, don't worry about it, like you'll be fine. It's kind of like one of those things, and it showed like the stigmatism of mental health. So I would imagine that it's definitely a problem, and it's not going to get addressed anytime soon. There was a K-pop idol, Kim Taehyun from Winner, and it's debatable on how he left the group. Many people think he got kicked out. I think he got kicked out because he came out like he's like, oh, I'm mentally ill, I'm depressed, I'm sad, and he left. So he left the group Winner, and that was a huge upset because that was the same day 21 broke up. Oof, what a day. And so I think he's doing better now, so I'm glad he got away from the industry a little. But for someone like Kim Jong-hyun, like you could hear it in his music. Like there was signs, I guess, in his music with how he felt. But that wasn't necessarily because of how, well, I guess it could be corresponded, but it was his dissatisfaction as an artist. Like he didn't think he was doing the best he could, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't, oh man, like they're working me to the bone. It was just he thought nothing he did was good enough, so what was the point? And that's his story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it that every time we discuss a topic on this podcast that we're fans of, we just shit on it?
Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back to positivity. So, as much like there's some companies though that do dedicate, like, you know, they don't just exploit. I mean, no, how am I trying to phrase this? So there's some companies that are willing to sacrifice the same as their idol group. For example, there's a group called Infinite, and when they were turning / debuting, their CEO sold his house, and got a smaller one, which they all lived in, just so they could have money to debut and promote. And I would say they became really successful. So, you know, it was like sacrifice worth doing. But at some point, they had to live with the CEO. And that's just...
That sounds like a wholesome sitcom.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I love Infinite. They're so good.
See, that feels more of a passion kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Instead of making money, it's more like, let's push together.
Yeah, I think that was one of the few groups where And I'm sure there's more groups or more companies like this, but it's overshadowed by the nitty-gritty, dirty politics of being a K-pop idol. And even with all the bad shit that goes through with the industry, they still do make a lot of music, and it does make a lot of people happy. So we have to give it credit for doing that, you know. Like, I have had many friends say, I know this is gonna sound stupid, but I don't think I'd be here today if it wasn't for so and so, like a K-pop group. So, you know, even if it's like bad, you know, there's still good things about it. Is that how I save it? Yes, I don't know. Still rough.
It's like saying, yeah, it helps people, but still, that's how we're saying.
Like, I think it goes for the same thing about how you talked about wrestling. Like, I love it so much that the bad things need to be talked about. You can't just blindly like something and ignore all the problems, because that's not what's gonna make it better. Like, it's not gonna get good just because you're ignoring all the problems that come with it. Like, I don't know. It helps to know these things.
That's true. That's true.
Like, cause
And I guess it could. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, you look at us. Despite us knowing all the wrong things that have, like, you know, with wrestling and K-pop, we still thoroughly enjoy it. Like,
Yeah.
me coming down from K-pop, it wasn't the controversies and the bad things that made me not like K-pop as much as I used to. It was just simply time, you know, just growing up. So I think even if, like, there's some controversies that I'm like, there's no fucking way I could listen to these people anymore. Like, I'm not supporting that. And so, but, you know, even with the worst, it's still positive and good.
Yeah.
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 I mean, and it could work like how wrestling does in the fact that it bonds people.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
like I've heard so much bullshit about the BTS Army thing. I know there's a like, you know what I mean, like people bond over that.
Oh yeah,
and you know, it's a good thing to, you know,
it's really funny though, because like, I don't know, like armies and let's say XOLs, you know, they will clash and fight, and it's like, for me that's entertaining, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like
their Twitter fights and everything.
Yeah, that's a good part. Like watching people fight over something that doesn't fucking matter. It's a good time. Like, it will be like the dumbest shit. Like, did you guys see the way he wiped his mouth with that napkin? That was so fucking rude. That's why we don't like armies. I was like, what? What is going on with you guys? Like, I'm like, I know these are like teenage girls and like really young. I hope no grown woman thinks like this, because there'll be posts like with Jungkook from BTS, and the girl's like, "Oh my god, the way his acne looks, I just want to lick it." I'm like, "Hon, what? Do you know what you're saying right now?" I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. I'm so glad.
But is it on the lines, along the same lines as when we saw Shinsuke Nakamura and I said I want him to kick me in the face? Is that similar, or
no? That's slightly understandable, but it's just like, I swear, someone said, "Oh my god, the way his elbows look." I'm like, oh my god, they're fucking elbows. Like, these girls will find like a loose like toenail and they'll be like, "Oh daddy, you're so hot." I hate it so much. I mean, it's oh man, that infuriates me the most out of everything we discussed, is those K-pop fans picking the random ass shit and be like, "Oh, that's when God created the perfect man, that's what he was thinking of, his fucking elbow." I hate it.
Noah, do you have any experiences with fandom wars?
Sometimes I like look at them and just like ignore them, but like some of them are just like, y'all are stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, wait, do we? Okay, so a lot of the like a lot of the war shit happens with between fans of boy bands, boy
Yes.
groups.
yeah.
Is there any of that bullshit with like Twice and Blackpink or whatever?
Yeah.
So
Like, are there
I
people
think
that would
so.
fight over like? Because I don't. I've even seen memes about like army versus whatever, but I've never seen any meme about those
yeah,
the girl
like
groups.
I would say so, to be honest.
Blackpink's fandom is known as like the XOL of the women, like
The
female
women
group
community.
fandoms. Yeah. So like XOLs have and BTS's army have been known to be like the two biggest clashes, but for female artists is like Blackpink's fandom that are just
Oh.
known to cause
That's
random
what they're called.
shit for no apparent reason. But most of the time it's not that big for female artists, at least. It's just like whatever Blink decides to attack gets attacked.
Yeah.
And everyone else is just like, oh shit, here we go again.
Would you say that Blackpink or Twice is the biggest girl group currently?
Oh man, you know we're gonna
Statistically,
say.
Twice.
Yeah.
They are, as of earlier this year, they are the highest selling female artists in Korea history.
But Blackpink is global.
I went to
Yeah,
Coachella.
Blackpink is really predominant in like the Western scene.
Because I think they hold the record for either them or BTS. Well, it's definitely K-pop. They
think,
hold
like,
the
most
record for the
replays.
YouTube thing.
Yeah.
I think it's BTS.
As well,
Yeah.
since a lot of West, like Americans, Europeans, we use Spotify a lot.
But
And
you know, it's
they
also
have theirs.
debatable on what you define as success, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm.
people will care about the Western opinion more than they will care about like the Eastern opinion. You know, like how. Oh shit! My laptop's about to die. How?
No, see, I consider everything. For example, Avengers Endgame, right? It's
Mhm.
it's the most powerful movie in every country except
Kuwait?
Japan. Detective Conan.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think most groups outside of the major orgs, like their success is just having a concert. You know, having enough songs
I
to
like
be
that.
able
That's
to
that's
have a
very
concert.
that's such a chill goal to have.
Mhm.
In-
It may take like 1 or 2 years, but that like to be able to just have your own concert without having to have outside artist songs, just like it's really big for them, you know.
Yeah, because I think sometimes ambition could hinder someone's road to success. Not being able to appreciate the small milestones could really fuck you up. Like, for example, the greatest YouTube channel out there, Shitshow Extravaganza, is 33 subscribers in. Every
Yeah.
time we gain every time we gain one, Erica and I celebrate.
Mhm.
She drinks and I have 8 hours of sleep. You know, things that we rarely do nowadays. So it's just if we wanted to have 1,000, if we wanted to get monetized and have 1,000 subscribers by tomorrow, I think we'd given up way like a long time ago. It's the fact that our goal is so minimal that we're enjoying every step of the way. That's what I'm worrying about. Is a lot of these idols. I feel like they have perhaps they have the delusional image that they could reach the status of like Blackpink or BTS or whatever. So they go in just thinking about the end goal, and if they never get it, or if they get close but they never get that brass ring.
Yeah.
I
think recently one of the funniest things I saw was like so JYP, the CEO, he told his new group ITZY, hey, success comes in small bits and it might take some time. And then literally a month later they set the record for most views for a music video in 24 hours for a debut, and then most music show wins by a female rookie.
Now, would you
Just
say
threw
that
that shit out the window?
Yeah, but would you say that their success is piggybacking off of Twice's success? Because I would have never listened to them or watched the video had it not been the same channel that Twice uploads their shit to.
I mean,
I would say,
that's the perk
like,
of being a part of the big three. Is
yeah.
your fame is built on other people's fame. So, like for Twice, they had before them they had GOT7, the Wonder Girls, 2PM. So without them, they wouldn't be as popular either, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That being said, we're gonna explore our own friends and make K-pop groups.
Yeah.
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 Who wants to go first? Should I go first so you guys can embarrass me by making actual good decisions?
No, my group is definitely not a good decision. So you go first.
Okay. Our group is gonna be called Thick,
Oh no,
but it's Thick with an X. But you have to read it as Thick.
that's fine. I feel like that's in the rule book of making a K-pop group, so I allow it.
I studied this.
Okay.
And also, it's the reason why there's an X is because it's 10, and that's the number of members that we have in our group.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, I'm layered, just like our members, because we're all thick.
Oh, you're a part of it.
So it's I'm definitely a part of it, but I'm probably gonna go solo first, just because I can't keep up with these.
You're gonna be the Zayn of the group.
They're gonna write your
Pillow
coattails.
talk. That's me, but in Korean. Obviously, I'm gonna have my main man Albert. He's gonna be the main vocalist.
You should be the main dancer.
No, he's not the main dancer. Alfredo is the main dancer.
Wait, are we able to use multiple people?
Yes, you can use the same
Okay.
people I'm using, but just know that they're happier in my group.
Okay, keep going.
Because we have me and Albert.
Okay.
We have Alfredo as the main. He's the Momo of the group, right? Like there's a dance break.
Okay.
He's the one that shows off everything.
Oh shit.
We have Jevin.
Ooh.
Jevin is. I don't know. He has a boombox with him. It's Jevin. He's there and he rolls on the scene. He always has to roll, indicating that he's also, in addition to being a K-pop idol, he's also a car.
Nice.
A show car, in fact. So how many people is that? That's we have. Yeah, he's also the transportation. He's everything you need in one person. He has a trunk. He has everything. We got Ming. Ming is gonna be. I don't know how good he is at rapping, but considering that he has the knowledge of every past generation of K-pop, I think he. I don't know if he has knowledge. All right, I don't know what he is, but he scares me, and that's all we need in that group. We're gonna have Alex Chung the Choker, because
that's your translator right there.
You need an actual
he's gonna be the face of the group.
He's
gonna be the face. So whenever they question what ethnicity we are, we say, "Look at Alex. we fit in this society. Ignore everyone else. Just look at Alex here. Everyone else just hides behind him." Let's see. Noah, if you're not busy, I would want you to join our team as a part of the Thick with an X. How many did I say? I don't want to overdraft.
Just do the NCT concept where you have an unlimited amount of people.
No, because we all have to have quirky like personalities, and when they interview us, or they're gonna ship us together. Like, come on, Noah, you have to consider these things. If we're endless, if we're an endless supply of just round men, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a good
24-hour fitness. Hey, you want to be in a K-pop group? What?
Just find the thickest of thing. Of course, Cisco is gonna be.
He's your hype man.
Yeah. Where Alex is the mascot, Cisco is the one that kind of goes in and he's like, "Are you ready?" And everyone's like, "Thick," instead of saying twice. But,
thick or thick?
Thick. But he has to like flex every time. God, I can just see him turning red. Well, let's see, who else? Who else would be a good fit for our group? God, refresh my memory. Who is a thick boy?
Wait, how many people do you have?
The twins.
How many people do
you have the twins? Let's see. It's me, Albert, Alfredo, Jevin, Noah,
Alex.
Ming, Alex, Cisco.
Oh,
Did I say anyone else?
I see.
Sure.
You know what?
Mark and yeah,
Yeah, they can be the dancers. Oh wait, well they can be
They
Yeah.
backup
have
dancers.
idol experience.
Yeah,
they're gonna be
Design your light
be
stick.
confusing as fucking music videos. I'll tell you that.
They can design your light stick.
there is a K-pop group that has twins, so go for it.
Yeah, so that's gonna be our group. I don't know what our debut song is gonna be working on it. Maybe it's just rolling around, but I feel like that's too much. um, we're already having issues because not all of us are agreeing creatively on how to use Jevon, but hopefully we get to the other side. We've been training hard, and our training is mostly just going to Taco Bell, practicing all of our lines while ordering. Just can you imagine we're in Korea and we're singing in all English, but it's just Taco Bell orders. But yeah, I think that would be the best. I think the most unique K-pop group you could think of, considering that everyone there is a fucking Adonis.
Very
Thick
diverse.
Like,
necks.
yeah, we'd be a good time.
Okay.
What's the debut song going to be called?
I said it's either rolling around or was it not Taco Bell? What's the name of the thing that we ordered from Taco Bell, Noah?
The
The beef burrito? No,
cheesy potato.
potato
What?
burrito.
Something like that. Yeah, it's been so
Cheesy
long. We need to
potato
go-
burrito. That's the name of the first song, and it's a love song. Obviously, it's a song about how when in doubt, when everything that the only thing that could comfort you is a cheesy potato burrito, because the joy that you get from eating one of those reminds you of your ex.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm crying. Give me a sec.
I'm thinking very intently now of my group because I want to revise it because I forgot about someone.
You want to out debut us? Is that what you're trying to say?
Hell yeah, bro.
Okay.
I'm putting in
Well,
the work.
we're already working on the sequel of Cheesy Potato Reno.
Bitch, I got 3 albums up my sleeve. You don't know me.
Ooh.
Did you know we're already going to be on Ellen?
No, all of you.
Yeah, boy.
We're going
I'm
on
a
Jimmy
manager.
Kimmel so you can blast shit on.
First of all, I'm on daytime TV, so people are awake. Fuck your chicken shit.
We're going to schools and telling kids it's okay to be fat, so you can kiss my ass.
Oh man.
Oh no.
All right, Noah, you go. I want to hear.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick Marty,
Okay.
Ooh, good
Albert,
choice.
and Chris as my
He's
I
serious.
could have
my
gotten Chris too.
Damn, he's
like
serious.
my vocalist production group.
Right.
So we're gonna be a self-made, self-producing group.
Okay.
Thanks to those 3. Yeah, labor. And then you have to have your main dancer, Alfredo,
Okay.
and we have to have the crazy member. But I'm also thinking of going global, so we're gonna pick up Mookie.
Mickey?
Oh, so you're gonna be a mixed gender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
Those are
Cardi
rare. We
Peter.
should have discussed that earlier. I wanted to inquire
Oh
about
yeah.
some questions.
There's only one.
Riri?
Yeah.
Card.
Yeah. The picture you posted is really the only one.
Because I posted. Okay, good. Because that's the only one I could find.
There's another group, but they disbanded. They were called Coed.
Oh yeah.
Very creative.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
So we'll have them, and then so we have vocalists, producing core. Oh, we need a rapper. So we're gonna pick up Genki. He also doubles as a dancer.
Dang.
He got bars.
Yeah, you should hear him rap humble.
Oh man.
Nice.
No, it's not nice.
Shit
I mean,
slaps. So how many people is that? 3, 6? I think we'll roll with 7.
7? Not the famous
Yeah.
5?
Nah.
5 is what gets you global, except for BTS.
Big yikes. No, I think that's 7, right? Alfredo, Genki, Mookie, Marty,
Oh,
Chris,
Mookie.
Albert.
yeah, that's why you said it's a co-ed.
No, I thought he
One.
said Miki.
Mickey's tame compared to Mookie's craziness.
Okay.
Yeah, but every group has that one meme member.
Yeah. I mean, are you kidding me? Alfredo's in your group.
That's also true.
We'll get to all the memes later.
We have to make a song before we make the memes. Jokes on you guys. We have a whole website dedicated to our memes because that's just how advanced we are.
We have an army, except
My group's fan base is called Navy. Navy SEALs.
Okay, well, mine is the Marine Corps. I don't know.
Oh man. Okay. Sorry, Noah, for interrupting you. Keep going.
Ooh, group name. We're gonna be day 7. There you go. But we actually have
BT Day
7 members. We actually have 7 members, unlike day 6 and their 5 members.
They used to have 6 members. Kiss my ass.
Used to.
Yeah.
Okay, then be called day 8 and say that you used to have 7 members.
No.
Who's the member we outed?
It should be night 7, and then
Night
have
7?
Mookie become a solo artist.
No, we have to convert Mookie into a rapper.
Wait. So for day 6, the reason why the member left is because of some controversy with, I think, dating. Something it had to.
Oh
it had
no,
to do
he
something
had
with,
his own happiness. Oh,
yeah,
no.
something with dating or a girl. So I'm thinking that maybe. Damn, who's in that group again? That isn't.
Like 5 guys. 5 guys, burger and fries.
I
That's
think-
the name of our
probably-
song.
I think Kinky's gonna be
10 guys, burgers and fries. That's the name of our song.
The next song.
All right. Man. So is that
Noah, do you have a first song or
yeah, do you have a song?
First song? Let's see. No, we're still working on that. We're gonna go busking. There you go. We're gonna cover other people's songs, get some recognition there, and then we're gonna drop an album.
Okay, I see.
I heard Cheesy Potato Rito is pretty hot on the charts. I don't know if you want to cover that
Ooh,
song.
really?
Not for long, bitch.
My Marine Corps is coming for your Navy SEAL.
At least my fans can swim.
my fans float. You don't know what we can do. We're the different kind of Marine Corps. We're the John Cena Marine Corps.
You can't see
Can't
them
see them.
You can't see us.
because you got no fans. You're a loser. You always will be.
We can speak Mandarin like John Cena. You don't know what we can.
My Navy SEAls are actual SEAls, so
That's just your whole fan base. You're performing. And it's a bunch of SEAls just ooh 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 ooh.
you know how they have fan chants. It's just gonna be that.
Just in different pitches.
Yeah. Oh, and then at the end of our song,
Imagine
We don't
Anthony
even
in a
fucking
group.
know what your band is.
at the end of the song, we're gonna throw a fish out. Oh my! Wait. Okay.
Your fandom name should be SeaWorld.
No, the fandom name is
It should be what's it called?
it's Navy
Blackwater or
Seal.
something.
That's the fan base name is Navy Seals. That's why we're giving out fish. Oh man.
See, at our shows, before we start the song, Cisco says, "What are we gonna eat?" And then they say, "Eat ass," and then we start our song.
Oh man, I can't believe I don't even know who's in my K-pop group. So, I'm not gonna be in it. I'm just gonna manage it because being an idol is
You can
stressful.
afford
Like,
that.
did you not hear
BTS
our whole
manager?
hour rant?
Yeah, I
about
know,
being
but
an
we
idol?
can't afford. We can't be thick X without X members.
So, originally I was gonna have the freshmen. They're not freshmen anymore, but Liam, Ray, and Masa.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
But then I realized Anthony would be perfect for that group. But then I realized again, that group needs actual talent. So I'm throwing Marty into the group. So it's gonna be Ray, Liam with an A, of course, Masa, Anthony, and Marty. And typically for the leader of the group is the oldest, so Marty is the leader. And it's just gonna be like, oh man, they're so tall compared to Marty. But so there's 5 of them, right? I don't know a name. Like, I don't think the name is as important as the fan name. So if it's the Navy SEALs, oh my god, oh man, oh what's that word? State of defense.
or
Wait. Department. Oh, it's gonna be DOD. Department of Defense, and it's just the concept is
Do they have to dress in the Navy SEAL uniform?
for their first for their debut. Yes, they have to.
wait, how is Marty gonna give out fish at the end?
What a small detail! No, what the fuck? You just demolished your entire thing with the one
No,
stupid
fuck
question.
your noise. Guess what? In this world, Marty's not allergic to fish. So fuck
No,
you.
he's always allergic. You know that.
Props to him
Okay.
for surviving Japan.
Real talk though, Marty doesn't have to touch the fish. Marty can.
But what if
Marty.
his like huge
Marty
fans
can
they want
belt a high note as everyone's throwing the fish out. Like,
what if some seals actually wanted to eat the fish from him?
no.
Like like the people that stan him.
Marty, you're gonna wear gloves.
Gloves and a mask.
Wait, I don't
like
think-
a hazmat
I
suit.
don't know how allergies works, but like I think touching is fine, right?
No, with fish he can't even smell it.
Really? Really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Hold up.
Yeah.
That's
why poke was always a bad choice. Or
I'm
sushi.
gonna message him and
'cause
be
of
like, real, like, hey, like, no, this is weird, but can you
You
touch
gotta
it?
do it. It's in the contract.
No, this is weird, but can
Would you toss fish to seals if you were wearing a hazmat suit?
Would you toss
Hazmat suit not included.
fish?
You think Marty still wants to be our friend after this? I hope so.
I think Marty will enjoy this. Okay, wait, what time is it in Japan? Because he might
It
not.
is 9 a.m., 9:30
Oh
a.m.
man, I hope he's awake. No, this is weird, but would you toss fish to seals if you were wearing hazards? All right, well, I'll let you know if we ever get an answer. Cause
Okay. Oh, what if people want closure?
I'll give an update. I'll like add a spiel at the end.
Okay, good.
So, Department of Defense, fan base, Navy SEALs. Only SEALs can be our fans, not humans. We're that progressive. Fuck humans.
Yeah.
We hold concerts in the sea. Like, they have like world tours, we're gonna have ocean tours. So you can catch us in the
Like-
Pacific and Atlantic.
Yeah.
Shit, we're gonna go to the
Atlantic,
Arctic.
let's go.
Your
Man,
biggest competitors are whales.
yeah.
The country and the mammal.
The aunties of our group as whales. They just come to the concert to eat our fans.
Like a whole genocide of your fans. And yeah, keep singing and dancing.
Like the news break out, it's like there's no more seals. The whales ate them all. Oh man. I don't oh man. And then I need to give each person a position, right? So Liam can be the rapper because he has
Ooh.
rapper history. He listens to rap music. I don't know if he's good. Marty is obviously going to be the main singer. Ray can just flex. I don't know. He can be in charge of the
He
fish.
can say
He's
that he doesn't go
visual.
to the gym and then he flexes.
Yeah.
He's the visual.
And then Anthony, oh man, Anthony. Okay, that whole group is a meme, so it doesn't matter.
Face
who's
of the group.
who
You
is
need a
it?
dancer. Is it Anthony or Masa?
Anthony.
I think Anthony.
No, wait, but Masa plays instruments.
Masa can be the composer, so he'll be
That's
like the
sick.
kind of like a DJ. You know, he'll be the one person that plays an instrument out of everyone. It's gonna be weird, but it's okay. He can compose for them.
He'll play the rubber chicken on stage.
Yeah. He'll get in fights with fans. It's like,
Because it's not fish.
no, because I don't know. God, what makes him
Because
mad?
they're fucking seals.
They arfed him that he's not real Japanese and he got heated.
He gets angry, he pulls out his club.
He's the bad boy of the group. All the seals love him the most. I love the way Masa threatened us with his baseball bat.
He's the seal crush.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I hope our friends don't get upset over this.
They shouldn't. They should be happy.
That we drafted them in this fantasy draft.
Honestly, I gotta be real. My group is pretty bomb.
I don't know. I think 10 guys, burgers, and fries will definitely like
Realistically speaking, of the three groups, who do you think is going to be the most successful?
We'll let that up to the people. Comment down below. Let's see. Is it gonna be
Like,
thick with
comment,
an
and
X?
subscribe.
Is it gonna be DOD? Or is it going to be what's yours again, Noah?
I didn't think of that yet.
No, you have a name, right? Isn't it day 7?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Or is it day 7 or night 7?
night 7?
Night 7.
Night 7. Is it gonna be? Is it night like
I think it's-
nighttime or night
Like
as in knighted
nighttime,
by
yeah.
the holy?
Nighttime.
Okay. So we got night 7, DOD, and thick with an X. Tell me which one's gonna win. Which one would you attend? Even if, assuming in this parallel universe you are also a seal, meaning that you could attend DOD.
What was your group's name, Shaheen?
Thick with an X.
Ooh.
Anyway, that was a good time.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Let's move to the People's Choice Award.
Oh, shit. We have to do that, don't we?
Yeah, but mine are pretty short.
Okay.
Should I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so we asked the question, what's your thoughts on K-pop? A lot of people mentioned Blackpink, or people that commented that I know are fans of Blackpink. The only reason why I mentioned this is because one time I was hanging out at my friend's house, and two of them were arguing over who's the bigger fan of Blackpink. So he's saying, what's her name? And what's her birthday? When's her birthday? What's blah, blah, blah? And he keeps asking like these super personal questions, and the other guy couldn't answer. So this guy has proved himself to be the ultimate fan, and therefore on the streets, the hard streets of Kuwait, he's been dubbed as Baba Pink, the man who knows all about Blackpink. So
It's
that's
not hard
my
to fool
experience with
members.
Blackpink. Now you know why I don't listen to much of their songs. It's kind of scared. The other one, the other good response is good shit. Fuck Western gender expression. J-Hope spicy. And yeah, I think that's true. J-Hope is spicy. So that's my two.
All right, Noah.
Okay, so the first one I chose was It's Definitely Worth a Listen. So many people just have assumptions already that, oh, it's foreign, I don't understand crap. But that's how a lot of people start off, you know? If you don't like it, you don't like it. And if you do, then you just end up in this dark world of K-pop. Unfortunate, indeed. And then the next one I got was Yes or Yes. Yes. We're gonna see twice.
That's me clapping. Or because
Like
clapping
seals?
sounds weird.
Yeah, clapping sounds like
flopping
it
cheeks.
doesn't sound like seals clapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like clapping cheeks. Are you done, Noah?
Yeah.
All right, my
Here.
turn. Bum ba bum. So I picked fans are scary, which I agree. I think they're fucking crazy. I mean, as I said earlier, his elbows are so hot. But there are instances where these people are crazy. Like, they will work solely so they can follow their idols. Their one group, TVXQ, they would have fans break into their apartment, steal their underwear, try to kiss them while they're sleeping. It's crazy. Fans are scary. Ugh. There's more. There's oftentimes they might get poisoned. I know, fans are weird. And then my next one,
Lick the acne off their faces.
yeah. Fans are so strange.
And their makeup.
Gross.
You're right. And then the next one is, it's not loading. That's unfortunate. Hold on. The thing is, Korean indie music is phenomenal. K-pop is mostly just pretty people and catchy songs. So I'm in a this confuses me in the sense that I don't know if it's trashing K-pop or not. Cause they seem to like Korean indie music a lot. But it feels like they don't really think too highly of K-pop music, but at the same time they complimented it. So I'm confused by it, but I do agree. Like K-indie music is super good. It's delicious. I when I get bored of listening to K-pop, I head over down to that alley, and yeah.
Could you recommend someone an indie group that they could listen to?
Yes, not the Coffee Boy, but Coffee Boy. Or Standing Egg. Sorry, that's two people.
Ooh, Standing Egg.
They have this one song called Aloha, and that song is just very peaceful. I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm just like I'm like in Zen, chilling out. It could be the worst song ever, who knows. And then the other one is Coffee Boy, and like the specific song I like is called That's Nothing. Yeah, that's my recommendations.
I might delve into that world later on,
You should
considering that it's surprising. Like two different people mentioned it.
listen to, I don't know what their definition of Korean indie is, but definitely listen to Aloha by Standing Egg. It's cute.
You might need to text those to me later because my mic is ass right now.
Okay.
But yeah, let's wrap it up. I think this episode has been a good time, a great time. Noah, since you joined us and you are our esteemed guest, would you like to join me in making a high pitched sound? Thank you for listening, and thank you, Noah, for joining us. Please tune in next week for our next episode, and here's your reward for lasting this long.
That was disgusting. working. I hate it.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Ugh.
Thank you, Noah.
Ugh,
But
terrible.
yeah, we hope to have you as a guest again.